Hello and welcome back to the MCR. My name is Mac. To my right and your left is TJ. Today we're going to cover a topic that not many people know much about, but it is going to greatly impact us, and that is the omnibus bill for $1.7 trillion of spending. It's all about spending. 12 Republicans went along with it, and I'm not going to name them here. Perhaps I'll put that in the description box. And you can thank them when they ask you for money, and you can thank them when it comes time to vote. I recommend you primary their derriere right out of office. A la Liz Cheney, good riddance to you. By the time this airs, she will be, I'm sure, working for some Democratic PAC of some sort. But today we're going to talk about the omnibus bill and some of the spending that's in it that you may not be aware of. For instance, and this is a very small amount of that money, but you got $3 million for a gay museum in New York. Now, I'm not opposed to a gay museum. If you want to go to a gay museum, go. Not hurting me any. But what I don't want to do is pay for said museum. Now, I would tell you the same thing about the Detroit Institute of Arts here in the city of Detroit. I think there should be an admission fee, and I don't know if there is or not, but there ought to be. So if you want to see the art, you got to pay. I don't ask people who don't want to see it to pay. I know there's an argument that art benefits everyone. But if I want to go see, and I don't, but if I wanted to go see the Detroit Lions play today, there's no government subsidy for me to get in. I have to pay the ticket price. I have to pay for the parking. God knows if you want to eat, you better bring to quote Jesse from Breaking Bad, a fat stack of Benjis, because it's expensive to go to these things. But I'm not asking anybody else to pay for my personal entertainment. There's another $1.2 million carved out for gay pride centers. How is that the function of the government under the Constitution? How? Now, the government should not be shutting down or prohibiting gay pride centers, but I don't know that they should be paying for them. In fact, I know they shouldn't be paying for them. There's a $3.6 million carve-out to build a trail in Georgia named after Michelle Obama. Now, the Obamas have more money than Jesus, and yet we have to pay to name a trail after that race-obsessed woman. Now, at the cornerstone of what's wrong with how our government works, I don't mean to keep ranting here and not having you jump in because I've been talking for about 3 minutes, but do you know how many pages there are in this?
No, I was going to ask you.
There are 4,155 pages. That's how much of your money they're spending. Harry Reid, Senate Majority Leader, gave everyone 24 hours to read that. So let's break that down. 24 hours.
Are we talking this last one?
This last one. This one for 1.7. No, I said Harry Reid. I'm sorry. Chuck Schumer.
Oh,
sorry.
That's,
I had a senior.
That's what I wanted to clear up.
Senior moment there. So that's, in 24 hours, you would have to read 173 pages per hour. And that's a hefty task for even the best reader. Plus 2.88 pages per minute. Can you read like that? Because I can't. And I certainly can't read for 24 hours. So
and this is what I would define. This is not recreational reading. This is
right.
This is verbiage full of legalese.
Yeah, and trickery. Okay. I would say.
Yeah, legalese and trickery. Once again, the phrase comes to mind. We have to pass it to see what's in it.
Yeah.
If
you went to a car dealership and they handed you your document for let's say you're leasing a car, would you say you have 30 seconds to read this, and otherwise we'll consider it signed? Everyone would get up and walk out. There's no let me sign it and find out what's in it at buying a house, a car, doing any kind of legal action, any kind of thing that will commit you financially. It doesn't exist. So what was the damn urgency? Why 24 hours? I have to suspect that it was, and there's proof of it by the couple of examples I've already made, that it's just full of pork, full of handouts, We don't want you to read it because then you'll be able to tell the public what's in it. So, so I'd like to ask these 12 Republicans, why did they sign it?
Well, I also suspect a fair amount of it was done to spite the next Congress, because they put in some safety measures that would make it very difficult for the next Congress to correct. Not that they would have any chance of passing it in the Senate anyways.
Right. So in the best case scenario for conservatives, we have a gridlock. However, we know with the small majority that they have in the House, there's always a so-called conservative or Republican, like Justin Amash, who would be more than happy to go along with the Democrats on everything while calling himself a Republican. So he's fine with those kind of people. So we got another one. Illegal aliens will get $1.2 million to pay their tuition at San Diego Community College. International fisheries commissions will get $65.7 million from American taxpayers. That's $3 million set aside to create another one, to set up a bee-friendly highways. Bee-friendly highways. Okay. If you thought the roads were racist, and that was said this last year, that roads are racist, like Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation, said, they're also dangerous to bees. Now, bees are important to our ecology. The DOT can't fix potholes or repair crumbling bridges, but they're going to make roads safe for bees. Okay? At some point, and we're going to continue to do videos on this to expose what's in this bill, they did $410 million on border security for America. No, I'm sorry, not for America. They're going to give that money to Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Tunisia, and Oman. While at the same time, Democrats claim that Israel is the worst place on earth because they have borders. They're going to give out $575 million for family planning, aka abortions, where population growth threatens biodiversity. And please take a moment to comment on any of these nutty things that we talk about here. But this is how we got to $31 trillion in debt, by signing it and then finding out what was in it.
This is just the latest example of a deliberate attempt to submarine this country.
And it's working.
And they don't care.
It is working. Our very own governor, Gretchen Whitler, says that she is going to put the pedal to the metal on progressive things, which means mandatory electric cars are coming to Michigan. And you people in the UAW who supported her, don't cry to me when you have no food to eat, because we've killed the auto industry in the state that relies on it more than perhaps any other state.
The state that created the auto industry is going to be destroyed now.
Yeah, by the Democrat Party and communist labor unions. And make no mistake, labor unions are formed in socialism and communism. Look it up. You don't have to believe me. But with that, we'll close, and we will revisit this topic. If you watch to the end, please let us know. Until then, until the next time, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.